everybody, and welcome to Doki Literature Club. And we are back in the next poem that we have to write. I'm still gonna go for Sayori because she's just so cute. So she likes happy things, sometimes sad things, kind of a bittersweet. So happiness will work for her. Hurt. Joy, of course. Cheer, of course. Childhood? Oh, yeah, what? Calm. Pain? Oh, pain works. Silly works. Since she likes sadness as well. Sing. Journey? No, that was Fury. Empty works for her too. Promise. Valentine seems like a cutesy thing, so that might be Natsuki. Secretive? I don't know if that's your Precious. Clouds? No, that's... I should have known that was Natsuki. Hope. Sunny. Fun. Passion? Ooh, perfect. On we go. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Thomas. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Sorry, I have a lozenge in my mouth and I'm trying to move it around so where it doesn't clink on my teeth too much. Because I know that bugs me. It'll mess with some of you guys out there too. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Meh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. Just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall back. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the clubroom. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. Well, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggled. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening in or anything. It's just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Thomas to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Yuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford, which is good advice for anyone out there. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. ... did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad. Now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil in all of us. All of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks into Sayori's face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is it a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over a little cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Oh, yours looks good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes next to Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. The cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Huh? Natsuki glanced around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh, where is Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. She's not more desirable than Sayori, because she's cute. And she's sweet. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Quizzically, Monika glanced at me quizzically. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. Sorry, I'm not doing your voice. be honest, I just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn to play the piano. I always wanted to learn piano. Words, girl. Words. That's so cool. You should play something for us sometime, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Thomas. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to put any pressure or anything. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love a chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I just leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Thomas! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know, the festival's coming up. Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to get some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Thomas to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Oh, but I wanted to go. It's so much more fun exploring the empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find some poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Thomas? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exited the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hall. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to a mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. Performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Thomas, you're not thinking about this the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines to a poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing its final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, this once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that! Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Nah, you meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant it's pretty out of the ordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say things like that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is gonna be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hall again. Hey Thomas, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going on adventures with Sayori brings out a special sort of feeling for me I had forgot in me. Sorry. Words, girl, words. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight for the closet. I follow. Let's see what we have here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too! They're kind of dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling out random crayons, various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color! Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Ah! I dropped one by accident! Ah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor, and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, wow, 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 wow. You okay? My forehead! Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. It's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hand, Sayori. But it hurts! Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark at the center of her forehead. The bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Thomas? Where would I find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing in pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. Oh, what are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder as I leave the classroom. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchase that one. In just a moment, I'm already running to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead, and the other hand is clumsily scooping crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spot before I spilled them. Sayori, here. Hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts to drink from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Thomas. This kind of reminds me of growing up, doesn't it? Reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know, how we used to play outside all the time? I'd always try to keep up with you, but you were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, usually I fell behind or had trouble climbing over things you did. But sometimes, when I tried to do some things I couldn't, I would get hurt. I would hurt myself. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It's almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out, even though it wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, don't you remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Thomas, I don't think you realize, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're a real sweetheart. Don't call me that. I don't really do that kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even knew it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Thomas? I'm glad that nothing's but changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest with myself, there's no telling. There's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it won't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, or so my hopes are high. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eye. You remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside. But when she's deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want Monica worrying, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs, trying to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back! Good timing. I was just about to start sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead! She's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about. I was playing with crayons and I smashed my forehead into a shelf. ... Well, anyway, were you able to find everything you needed? I have it right. Sayori frantically glanced around her. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Thomas. Well, Sayori. I failed to come up with some excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. Making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright, I'm just gonna go with Monica first. Go bottom up. Hi again, Thomas. So what's going on? How's writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on it. You never know. I want to share what you wrote today? Yeah, sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. ... Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori. It's like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people. So don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh no, it's nothing like that. Sorry, my husband left the door open, so it's like really bright for some reason. I mean, I know the reason because of the window, but anyway, train of thought derailed. I'm just still getting used to it here, that's all. Yeah? I'm sorry if I'm pressuring you or something. I didn't really mean it like that. Oh no, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like how this one turned out. I hope so you do too. Let me take a look at it. Save me. The colors won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Is there anything more? I can scroll down. Huh. Load me. No, thank you. No, thank you. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short, make it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's not gonna stay up. Sorry, my husband was putting my water bottle on the bed and he's like pushing it down into the bed, trying to get it to stand up, and it's not happening. It won't stand up. No, you're not, Goober. It's hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So, put it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing difficult decisions. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. I will, but not because you told me to. You're breaking the fourth wall a little there, Monica. I don't know how I feel about that. Never know when you might want to change your mind. Or when something unexpected happens. Wait, is this even a writing tip? What am I even talking about? No, it's not a writing tip, and you know what you're talking about. You're breaking the fourth wall. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let's see what you've written for today. ... Well done, Thomas. Your skills have greatly improved. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't you feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears? Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your writer to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thank you for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is that your poem for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the guttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread was my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement, a rush of blood, classic Pavlovian condition. I slice the bread and I feed it myself again. So I'm going to stop here a moment. And I know people have already seen this poem from other playthroughs or your own playthrough. And that's okay. But I do want to talk about it. It's like, to me, this poem is her way of saying she does self-harm. And if you see anyone that does that, or you do it, or anyone does it, know you're not alone. If it's your friend, let them know they're not alone. Talk to them. Help them. See if they talk to their families. See if you can get them help. You're not alone. And I want to be here for you. I know we can't interact directly, but I will be here for you if you need me. Talk in the comments. I'll reply as much as I can. Please, if you need someone to talk to, if you just want to listen to this in the background, just to have a voice there, you're more than welcome to go ahead and do that. I don't mind. I don't care. But as long as you're feeling that someone's there, because self-harm is really dangerous. So if you see someone that is, or if you know someone that has, just help them. See if you can help them in any way you can, and if you can't, see if you can get them the proper help they need. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas and expressing vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. yeah, if I take it at face value. No, yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it is supposed to mean. Well, I think sometimes. Sorry, my husband just came and closed the door for me, so the sun isn't shining in my eyes anymore. I think that sometimes the different people can relate into. I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way I feels for me, to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Thomas? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best thing we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even though it's difficult from time to time, and sometimes makes us uncomfortable. I have a new headset, so now I can actually mute myself. So when I vape, I do not have to do it anywhere near the mic. I can just mute it so no one hears it. So anyway, that's why I was a little silent and you could not hear, like in some of my other videos that you could. I already got that. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Right to Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I take it as a win. I get the feeling that you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing. Maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me that Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Oh, you think so? Yeah. Well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelengths. You never really struck me as her type. Sayori is a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That's a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You can say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever, I just don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not her friend. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it to you. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogy. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone that would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about everyone, how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that's just stupid. Who cares what someone thinks? As long as you're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect each other's for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote about similar today. Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. People shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has weird hobbies. Not like there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. She feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate when people make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. By the way, you put it sounds like she learned her lesson. Yeah, I would say so. Even in her writing style is different. I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless it's got a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. And my waifu, Sayori. ... Thomas? I really love your poem. I can't believe you're hiding these from me. Well, I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way. No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think that's it. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Huh? What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things, like cooking. Let's not talk about that. Yeah, so I guess what I'm saying is that I could feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have this weird connection. It's your fault for getting involved in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori on the head. Hey, I'm not a little kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts to fiddle with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Thomas, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Huh? Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? broke my pencil! Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pencil he dropped, but inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend over and pick up the broken pencil. She clutches the desk beside her for support, her knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Sorry guys, I need a good drink of water. Your throat gets really dry when you're reading these. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at a desk. Anyway, I haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my skull like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and my forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time's elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally I'm done. I open up and in come my friends. Then in they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be from my friends. My friends aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to seeing you be so cheerful? Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori has a habit of getting obsessed with something and something before dropping it no more than 1 week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes, it helps make it's hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in a few days. we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. Sorry guys, I'm recovering from a cold. That's why I've been having lozenges in my mouth while I'm trying to record. I was gonna record 2, maybe 3 episodes, but I'm like, no, this is the last one, my friend. Anyway, onwards and upwards. That concerns me. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori will work on posters, and I designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you'd heard about it. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the poster in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Monica, are you kidding? Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Now, this is where I disagree with Monica. Because, one, you're president of the club. You're not supposed to just tell one member. You're supposed to have a meeting and tell all members. Because then it's real douchey move. Because how are they supposed to help in any way? And it's like, I know you can put a little something together, slapdash. But at the same time, it's like, it would be better if they had more time to plan. But at the same time, we can see where she's coming from and play devil's advocate. Sorry about that. I can play devil's advocate because she's also, she wants to bring in some new members. So, kind of both. I can see both sides on this. Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this. Oh, yeah. So, I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm performing in front of the group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never even shared their poems with anyone until a couple days ago. Sorry guys, I literally haven't gotten any sleep. I've pretty much been up for over 24 hours right now. But that's my sleeping habits for some reason. I have insomnia. I get it from my father's side of the family. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. ... But I still think we should give it our best. We're the ones who are responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings. It's about being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And those are the reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. ... Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves it to me. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help out. Sorry. Yeah. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glanced around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Yay, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, Yuri. Sorry, all the yawning made me tear up. It was starting to blur my vision. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite it in front of the club, how do you expect to recite it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course! Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she is reciting. Sorry guys, I'm so sorry. But after this, I'm gonna pass out. But I'm definitely not gonna stay up this long before recording again. I'm sorry. This is something she has done before or simply a natural. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face. I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables. A fierce and confident woman. And the poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirlwind Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins after me. We give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem in her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Yuri ... Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So Yuri hops up out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think about it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own bed. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match, The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene, bittersweet. If I read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think too much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice also gives a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori means when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Thomas liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might not be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. What I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you read. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been working on that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Thomas. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Thomas lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki! It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in the front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finished, I received applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. Just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting... Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. She's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She shuffles back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of others will be way easier. I mean, I can put on whatever face I want for others. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess that's the case. You won't have much to worry about at for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'd like to recite. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be one of your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try and write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nice so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be as enthused as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best though. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. You two look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, you guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be nice though. It must be a little nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Thomas. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot has already been changed. Today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? ... Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Walk home with Sayori, of course. She's my waifu. She's my boo. Sayori? You really think I would ditch you for Sayori? Huh? No, but she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Thomas. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trailed off. It's kind of weird for Sayori to care about that. But I want to respect her and keep her happy. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Alright guys, and we come to the third poem, and I'm gonna leave it here so I can go take a nap. See you guys next time, and have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this part of Doki Doki Literature Club, and look forward to the next part, and also the next part of Resident Evil 7 Part 4.